What's up, YouTube? It's Dontavious Hill here, three-time Team USA high jumper, five-time NCAA All-American, currently with a personal best of 7 feet 5 inches, and have coached hundreds of high school athletes to personal records, state championship qualifications, school records, you name it. And today, guys, I want to talk about the difference between a personal trainer and a high jump coach. Okay, so one thing that kind of gets misconstrued, that's a misconception, is that if my athlete just gets personal training or a lifting coach, they'll just become a better high jumper. And that is not true at all. And the reason being is because there are so many other aspects that go into the high jump that are going to determine whether your athlete can be successful as a high jumper, right? Because if we just think about this concept, if we just put this here, right? If weights equal high jump, then if that was true, like if weights equal to how high you could jump, then the heaviest lifters in the world would be the highest jumpers, right or wrong, right? And let's just say, okay, well, we understand some people are heavy and they can't jump, right? Even the people who are relatively light in the 150s, 160s, 170s, etc., 140s, or on the women's side, the hundreds, 110s, etc., they should be the highest jumpers. Professional weightlifters should be the highest jumpers, but that is not true at all, right? So why would we possibly think that a personal trainer or a lifting coach is the key to success in high jump? It's not even close, right? High jump is a technical event, right? And although weight training is a part of high jump, weight training is not everything in high jump, right? And especially when you're just doing some of the specific lifts that are, I would say, not high jump related, okay? And not to go into too much detail, but basically, guys, what I'm saying is you need more than just weights to succeed in the high jump. Because if all you have in the high jump is strength, you do not have any ability. High jump is about explosive power and being able to get off of the ground, right? So not only, let's go from weight, let's go to explosiveness. So there's a difference between strength. Let's just put STGTH. There's a difference between strength and actual explosiveness. In high jump, your goal is to be as strong as possible and as explosive as possible. But what happens with a lot of high jumpers is they don't necessarily know how to apply their newfound strength, right? So what usually happens is, guys, if we draw as a chart here, right? Or let's just draw as a dot. We have a high jumper, who's on their journey and they get really strong, right? It's better to kind of draw this as a graph. High jumper on their journey and they're getting stronger, right? And they feel as though they're going to jump higher, right? But what kind of happens is they get stronger, right? They get more explosive, right? But they don't really jump higher, right? They just kind of stay down here. So we call this strength. We call this, explosiveness. And, this is high jump. So how come strength and how come explosiveness doesn't necessarily equal a higher jump? That's the question here. How can strength and explosiveness doesn't equal a higher jump? Well, for the most part, this is honestly only something a high jump coach can tell you. Weightlifting coach can't tell you this. Mom and dad can't really tell you this. You have to have high jump knowledge to know the answer to this question. And I'm going to tell you the answer to this question right now, right? So the reason why strength and explosiveness does not equal higher jumps is because you have to learn how to apply your newfound strength or learn how to apply your newfound explosiveness. Okay. And one of the best ways to apply that newfound strength, well, one of the ways is through repetition or high jumping specifically, right? There are other ways to apply that strength that we won't be able to get into today, but right? So when we have something like strength and when we have explosiveness, let's just write strength, then explosiveness. This puts us en route to application. So we're just gonna put apply. So now at this point, our goal is to train our newfound strength, train our newfound explosiveness, and learn how to apply that when we're jumping, learn how to apply that when we're competing, learn how to apply that when we're practicing. And if you're a high school high jumper who's looking to learn how to apply their newfound strength or learn how to apply their newfound explosiveness, or if you're not strong at all and you need help designing your weight training plan, designing your plyometric sprinting, you name it, I'll write all of that for my athletes, right? So if you want to learn how to get stronger in a high jump and learn how to actually apply that strength and that explosiveness, then click the link down below so that we can hop on a coaching call so that I can walk you guys through what it would look like to join the program, become a part of this movement, and actually jump some higher bars in the high jump, all right?